Hello everyone, welcome to Redbus US channel. In this video, we'll look at the latest update on HR1044 or S386 bill that is aimed at removing the per country caps removal. So yesterday we made an update that we didn't had any text of Omnibus pending bill official text. So today, December 21st, 2020, so we have the text and this is our review. If you're not aware what is HR1044, so HR1044 is a bill that was passed in the House and then in Senate and came up with a lot of modifications. So these are aimed at removing per country caps for a green card, and this was again supposed to be passed in House and then go to the president. But we have been waiting on that thing. So earlier today, so there was a massive omnibus pending bill text that was released. And it's about 5,503 pages, pretty big document. So, we checked all this document and that's what we'll cover in this article, this video. So if you look at it, the background, House and Senate reached an agreement yesterday on the $900 billion COVID relief package thing. And the final legislative text was only released earlier today, even though the announcement was done yesterday. So it's a massive document. And if we look at the entire document, we couldn't really find any legislative text that is related to HR1044 or S386. So what we did was we actually carefully reviewed the major sections that had a reference to DHS or Department of Labor, because there are clauses related to a green card and related to H1B LCA. That's why we looked at both of these. So based on that, right? So first section that we reviewed was a Division F. Division F, there is nothing in there. So this is the main one that talks about the funding for Department of Homeland Security. So this is how it appears, as you can see on the screen, right? In the index or in the homepage. Of course, we did a typical Control F and kind of a simple search as well. We tried all kind of combinations, but also looked closely if there is anything there by reviewing each of those. So it's about from 656 to 729 pages, and there's nothing in there. So the second section is a Division H that had something related to Department of Labor, and in this section also there is nothing that is related to HR1044 S386. So the third section that has some relationship is Division O, and there is nothing related to HR1044 in this as well. We were keen on this because it had something called immigration extension, so we were not sure. But there are definitely provisions related to H2B workers that are added that they could increase the cap, or the H2B workers when there is high demand in certain conditions. So they've given some clauses there, but there is nothing related to H1B LCAs or perm related things in that section. Again, if you look at other sections, basically we reviewed other sections as well. There is no relevant H1B or green card or perm related clauses. So the language related to HR1044. So overall, there is no text related to HR1044 in the bill, and it's confirmed by social media feedback as well. Attorney Greg Siskind, so he has been actually tweeting on this. So he's the one who said that this was not part of the bill some time ago, and then so it actually confirms the speculation based on his sources. So the omnibus language is out, and there is nothing on country caps or healthcare immigration. So it's also confirmed by another lawyer, Elisa Taub. She also is quite active on Twitter, and besides that, somebody who's been critical of HR1044, saying that it is not going to solve problems. Charles Kirk is another attorney. So he said that he's already working towards a fair solution that will actually work for everyone and not just Indians. So we'll have to wait and see how this thing will work. Yeah. So overall, based on the feedback as well as our review, we believe that there is nothing related to HR1044. Now, in terms of future, right, where does it stand? So the sad part is it has to start all over again from square one. All the 2 years effort that many organizations have put in, so it is going to be gone, and they'll have to start over the entire process again. And the process is pretty complex, right? So if you look at the how a bill becomes law in US, you can see on the screen, right? So it has to go through committees, subcommittees, hearings, debates, voting. It has to be on the calendar. So there are a lot of things that happen in each of the sides, and sometimes bills like these may or may not get the entire floor time because there are bigger priorities for them, right? So if you look at currently, the new administration has a lot of other immigration priorities on the plate. So how this will stand up? Will they come? Will they again pursue something like in Obama era, a comprehensive immigration reform that includes this, or will they pursue it separately? So we don't know at this point. Too early to say. But definitely, immigration is a big item for the current administration. So they will do something about it. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so this is going to be a long wait, or it's going to be. We'll have to see how things will pan out. Now, if you look at why this did not make it, right? I mean, we already covered this in yesterday's video and some aspects in the past, but the potential reasons are, I think the poison pill many believe is, the Chinese Communist Party and military association clause, right? So this clause basically said that DHS would not approve adjustment of status or grant entry to anyone if they are associated with Chinese Communist Party and military. And one of the biggest, I would say objections by many is this is very blanket, and it has, it's basically creating the national discrimination again, or country of origin discrimination, by adding this clause where the core purpose of the bill was to remove per country caps, right? No national origin discrimination. So this was like kind of, many see this as the poison pill. So this could be one of the main reasons. And organizations like AILA and many others were very vocal about this. So they wanted to actually adjust this language, but somehow they could not convince Senator Scott. So that's why they had to live with it, and this finally ended up killing the bill. And other actions that are part of the bill are more provisions, right? Like more compliance, or the 50-50 rule related to H1B. So while these are very good provisions for the H1B program in general for compliance and everything, but it actually impacts negatively for many of the IT body shops and outsourcing companies. So that's why this is also a contention point where the lobbyist would have actually said that this is not going to be in their favor. So behind the scenes, this could also have played a part in this bill as well. And so there's the second one. And also this is another one that I was reading around, this kind of like history, right? I mean, this is a similar situation like where initially when Senator Durbin was trying to push some things, he wanted to get in everything that he did during the comprehensive immigration reform. So similar on that lines, back in 2009 and 10, there was a DREAM Act, and the DREAM Act was primarily for dreamers, right? So that was for giving a path to citizenship, or aspects around that for dreamers, right? And that one was not really passed in that time frame. And now if something like this is added, it may or may not look good on the speaker, right? So this is one of the reasons many also believe that could have impacted. But again, this was not put in the limelight. It was covered by few I think in some social media chats and in some forums, but this could be one of the reasons as well. All in all, the path for HR1044 and S386 is pretty much over for in this Congress. So the next path for this is only in the next Congress that starts in January of 2021. So we'll have to wait and see how the whole thing pans out, and we will keep you posted on any regular updates that come in. So do subscribe to our channel for getting regular updates. Thank you for watching.